Welcome back to my channel. For today's video I thought I'd do a good old haul. I've recently been clothes shopping and thought I would just throw all these things together and do one video. I've been to Primark and Matalan, and I also made a little online purchase on Boohoo. So let me show you what I picked up. I will start in Primark. I was very restrained for what I'm normally like in Primark. I did actually only pick up a couple of things in Primark, which I think for me is unheard of. I was, to be honest, predominantly going in there looking for something for my daughter anyway, and so it wasn't actually looking for me, so I'm quite proud of myself for only getting a couple of things. I'll just first of all show you the thing that I ended up getting for my daughter, because they didn't have the thing that I wanted for her, but she ran around with this backpack that I couldn't resist not picking it up for her. It's very pink, it's very sparkly, and it has a big fluffy ball on the side of it. The only thing I think is a bit random is that the straps are black, which doesn't kind of go with the aesthetic of it. But because they are kind of more material than a pleather, hopefully it'll be more comfy for her. But this was £8 and I just thought it was really cute and she wouldn't let me put it down. When I was in there, I was obviously having a look at what was on the mannequins, and everything that was on a lot of them was long skirts. I can't actually remember the last time I wore a long skirt, but I've got friends that regularly wear them and they do look really nice. I just have a problem that I've got quite big hips, so I don't think I can necessarily pull them off, and I also do have trouble with sizing, especially in Primark. But because I didn't know if I would be able to pull it off, I didn't want to spend more money to not end up liking what I was wearing, or only wear it a couple of times and then end up not wearing it, so can't go wrong with Primark prices. But with their skirts especially, I do in most cases have to size up. I'm normally a size 12 in Primark, sometimes I can get away with 10s in the top, but on pants it's normally a size 12, but with their skirts I definitely need a size 14. Some of their skirts just don't come near me. I did actually try on about 5 or 6 skirts before that I didn't pick up, just didn't fit me very well, whereas these seem okay, but we'll see how they wear. The first one's just a basic kind of jersey material one, and it is this white and I think it's black. It does kind of look a bit navy in some lights, but I think it is actually black. And it is just full length skirt with a slit, which on me starts probably at my knee, so it's not too bad because I don't tend to normally like slits. This was only £6 though, and I did get this one in a size 12 because it is elasticated. I can get away with it, but I thought it was quite nice, sort of basic thing, just look nice with a vest for the warm weather. But I thought it would be nice and cool for when it gets a bit warmer, because I've been finding myself wearing jeans more than I usually do this year. I don't know why. I think it's just the weather's been so hit and miss. I'm scared to wear shorts because it's going to go cold, whereas that, at least with the skirt, my legs will be covered, but if it does go warmer throughout the course of the day, I'll be nice and cool. The next skirt is not my usual style in the slightest. It is very kind of cutesy for what I normally go for. I'm going to have to see what I compare it with. That's usually my problem. I see a lot of bottoms that I like and then I get them home and I don't actually have anything that goes with them. This is a kind of terracotta-y orange skirt. This one is longer and it goes to around just past my ankles, so it is a really nice length on me. It does have button detail down to here, and then it is open from there. I didn't have too much issue when trying it on. It didn't flap open too much, so hopefully that'll be okay. But this one will definitely be nice and breezy in the summer, and say it was such a nice length on me. I had to get it even though this kind of sort of kitschy, flowery thing isn't my usual go-to style. I'm going to have to maybe find a plain white top to go with it, which I don't know if I have. I've got some nice sandals that'll go with it. It just, yeah, it's definitely out my comfort zone. And say I did have to get this one in the 14 because there's no giving it at all. And this one was £13, so a bit more expensive, but it does feel like it's nice quality. I'm just going to have to see how I go with what I pair it with. But I've just actually noticed a mark on it, which I don't think I'll be able to get out. It looks like the fabric's been pulled slightly, but it's by my feet, so you probably shouldn't notice it too much. As it for Primark, literally 3 items, which was a shock to me. I then went to Matalan, who had a big sale on. They did have quite a few nice things in their sale. I could have easily spent more. There just was quite a lot of items that it didn't have in my size, which was such a shame, because I seen so many nice tops and so many nice pairs of pants and things, but they just did not have my size. One of the ones I did get in the sale, it's just quite a basic t-shirt, but I thought it was quite cute. It says Sunset Beach in the nice colours, which is quite different from what I normally go for. I do have a lot of grey t-shirts. It is kind of my staple at the moment, grey t-shirts with something on it. This one was £8 down to £5, but it's a really nice soft cotton and should be nice and cool, and the sleeves are a nice length on it as well, so I quite like that one, and I got that one in a size 12. Then I picked up this kind of burnt orange top, which has got nice frill details or like flower pattern details on the sleeve, and then it's also got it across the bottom as well. This one wasn't in the sale, but it was only £10, and I thought this one might be quite nice for work. I did try this one on in the shop, and I tried on the 10 and the 12, and the 12's a bit too baggy. I do like my t-shirts a little bit fitted, I don't like them overly baggy, so I did actually get a size 10 in this one. I found that I can quite regularly do that in Matalan. Their sizing is quite generous. It's not very often I can find a 10 that fits me in Primark. It does have to be quite a baggy fit to begin with, but most of Matalan's t-shirts I can get away with a size 10. And then the only other item that was in the sale was this pair of pants, which are a kind of khaki green, really loose fit, really thin pair of casual pants, and these were £15 down to £6, so nearly a third of the price. And I got these ones in a size 12 because they are elasticated. This is another thing that I'm not too sure yet what I'm going to pair this with. I don't know what shoes to pair it with either, because this is quite floor length, so I don't know if I need a bit of height on me maybe, but just so comfortable and cool. If I hadn't have tried them on, I probably wouldn't have been tempted to pick them up. They did look really nice on, but again didn't go with the top I was wearing. I'm just not too sure what to pair them with yet, but they are a bargain. I then picked up a couple of pair of jeggings. I say I wear jeans on a daily basis. I don't. I actually wear Matalan's jeggings. I keep regularly trying jeans, but I just find that, again, because of my hips, if I get a size 14 in jeans, after a couple of wears they are too loose and I'm constantly pulling them up. And then with size 12s they are quite tight to begin with, and then they do break in and end up going too loose. So I found that jeggings are my best bet, and I really like Matalan's ones. These are the rosy style. They have gone up recently. They did used to be £12 and now £12.50, but I think I've got these in every variation of denim blue that they have. I have them in black, I have them in white, I think I've got a burgundy colour as well. I do actually have this exact pair in this exact shade, but they are slightly starting to wear between the legs, so I thought I'd best get a replacement pair. I'm scared that they're gonna not stock these soon, so I do try and grab a pair every time I go to Matalan just to make sure I've got a backup pair, but they are really comfortable. In these I am a size 12 with a 31-inch leg, and they just feel great quality. They are nice and soft and they sit nice and comfortably. I also like that they do have actual pockets in the back, because a lot of jeggings I've seen don't always have that pocket in the back, and it does make them feel more jean-like, less jegging-like. But yeah, I highly recommend the rosy line. I do have a few different lines with different fits. I have got one pair I think from the April line, which is the cut-off line. A really nice pair of them from that, but yeah, rosy jeggings are the ones I go for straight away, and £12.50. I do get quite a lot of wear out of them before they do kind of wear between the legs, but for £12.50 you can't really complain about that. The other pair of jeggings I picked up are slightly different in that they are this really nice green. I can't put my finger on what the shade of green is. I don't think it says. I think, is it like a moss green maybe? But definitely don't have a pair of pants this colour. I spotted them and thought they might look quite nice on, but again I tried these ones on as well. I seem to be on a bit of a green kick. I did try these ones on and they did look really nice on and really different and not something I'd normally wear, and I think they could easily be dressed up or dressed down. I did try on a nice green top, like a darker green that would have gone nice with them, but it had buttons down the front and it just didn't fit right, so I didn't end up getting that, which was a shame. But I'm really excited to wear these and be a bit something different. I think they'll look nice with sandals, and also in the winter probably look nice with boots and things. So these were £12.50 the same, size 12, 31-inch leg. But yeah, I don't think I've ever owned a pair of green jeans before. The final thing from Matalan, which I think may be my favourite item from Matalan, it is these pair of shoes or sandals. They are kind of like platforms. They're still stuck together. They are a gorgeous mustard yellow shade. I've been so into my yellow and mustard things recently. I think I've got so many tops that have got some sort of mustard in them, or actually just plain mustard t-shirts, and as soon as I seen these I fell in love with them. These were only £12, which I think is really good for a pair of shoes. I am a size 7, I do have quite big feet, that's why they look like boats, but I tried them on in the shop. that's why they're undone, and they are so comfortable. The only issue I think I might have is they might rub slightly on my big toe there, but I think they'll break in after a few wears. But they are such a nice height. They aren't much higher than some of the sandals I wear, so I think I could wear these on a daily basis, not just to go out. Just don't find myself wanting to wear any sort of heel anymore. I did used to like wearing heeled wedges in the summer, but I think this for me is ideal because they're just going to be so much comfier, and the sole is nice and sturdy as well, and I do find that Matalan shoes are really good quality. Another thing which I've just remembered that I picked up from Matalan was this headband. I've seen quite a few people wearing these kind of knotted headbands recently and really like them, and I did actually pick this one up in Primark. This one is like a nice kind of pale blue with flowers on, and then it's like a dark blue with a mustard colour stripe in it. This one was only £2, this one was £5. This one feels a bit better quality. This one's quite flexible and the knot easily comes undone, whereas this one doesn't budge. So I kind of wish I picked up more in Primark. But I do really like the design on this one. It just doesn't sit on me as right as this one does. But yeah, just these other two items as well. So that was it for what I purchased in Matalan. My final things to show you are a couple of pairs of shoes that I bought in Boohoo. I haven't bought decent shoes for a long time. I think I bought some trainers when I was in America, but sandals wise, a lot of the sandals I've got I've worn to death and they are looking a bit sorry for themselves, so that's why I've kind of been on the lookout for more new sandals. The first ones I got from Boohoo are just these really nice simple tan ones. They've just got the bar across the foot and then the tie around the ankle with a gold buckle. Again, size 7 in these. These are really flat. The sole feels nice and firm and I think they will be quite comfortable. Again, from just trying them on, I might have a bit of rubbing across the toe, but I think once they're broken in it'll be fine. And if I remember rightly, the uppers on these is actual real leather, so they should break in nicely and be really comfortable to wear. And actually thinking about it, they might go quite nice with this skirt. Tell me if I'm wrong please, otherwise I am going to pair them together. I can't remember exactly how much these were, but I think it was just under £10. These were in the sale. I did get these a week or so ago, so I'm not sure if that sale's still ongoing, but I think these were just under £10, maybe like £8.79 is the figure that jumps in my head. And then the final thing I bought were these pink shoes, heeled sandals. I'm going to go to a friend's wedding in August and I have a pink dress. I did intend to wear a pair of nude wedges that I have. When I got them out my cupboard the other day, they do have a bit of a scuff on them that I can't seem to get out. Because I was browsing around the Boohoo sale anyway and I seen these, I thought they matched my dress pretty nicely. I think these were originally £20 and I had 20% off, so these were £18. And I think for going out shoes that is a pretty nice price. They don't have too high of a heel because I say I just don't tend to wear heels anymore. I'm quite tall as it is, I'm nearly 5'8", so I don't really need the height. Quite a few of my friends are shorter than me anyway, so sometimes if I wear too big of a heel, I feel like I'm towering over them and I end up sort of lurching down to speak to them and things, so I'm quite happy wearing no heel or a low heel. I tried these on my dress, they do pair with it quite nicely. They are a slightly different shade of pink, but I do have a bag that matches these, which is again ideal, so I'm excited to give these a go. I do think I need to break them in though because I don't have the best of luck with pointy shoes. They're not the pointiest I've ever worn, but I think this is going to involve a few nights walking around with them in my socks. So that's it for my kind of random clothing haul from a few different shops. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks. Just as I finished filming, I've remembered a couple of other bits that I didn't show you. I picked up these couple of headbands. This one is from Primark and this one is from Matalan. This one is like a nice kind of pale blue with flowers on, and then it's like a dark blue with a mustard colour stripe in it. This one was only £2, this one was £5. This one feels a bit better quality. This one's quite flexible and the knot easily comes undone, whereas this one doesn't budge. So I kind of wish I picked up more in Primark, but I do really like the design on this one. It just doesn't sit on me as right as this one does, but yeah, just these other two items as well.